Hey, it's Michael Quinn here with Flavors of New York. We're in Brooklyn at Cadman Plaza. We're going to this classic diner where I used to hang out back in the day, and we're going to also have some amazing barbecue. Let's do it. Hey, Dimitri, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Pleasure,
Yeah.
pleasure. Nice to have you.
Let's do it.
Why not? Let me take you on
Thank
a
you.
little tour. This is where I like to trap people the second they walk through the door with how you finish off the day. I start planting the seeds in their head, so we leave it in the classic diner fashion, right in front.
I got that classic diner feel, the smell. I could smell the cake, I could smell the sweets, I could smell, I grew up on diners like this. You know, this is like one of my favorite places to go.
This place was built and established in 1982. Now, it's seen many transformations through the years, for reasons of style, reasons of upkeep, but we still maintain the original layout of that classic separated, comfort diner booth.
Now tell me about these lights here. Is this, I don't remember this. Was this always, these lights always here? These look new, these lamps. Yeah.
This is something that we brought in during one of the later renovations that we did to try to give a nice nostalgic, the street lamp type of a feel.
Reflects Cadman Plaza. That's what it reminds me. Walking through Cadman Plaza like you're outside on a night's evening.
Let me show you around to the bar side.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you.
Wow.
So here we really wanted to cut ties with the traditional diner look to be able to give people a feeling of
a lounge almost.
Of a
like
nice
a classic lounge.
Exactly, but we managed to retain the original artwork that was actually gifted to us by a very, very famous French painter, Alexander Fournier. So that was built and painted on that wall, which used to have booths around it, and I couldn't stand to take something away from what was part of the heart of Park Plaza, so we built a beautiful bar right around it.
This is extraordinary. You really did a really good job with this. I'm
Thank
very
you.
impressed. I just love the feel of it, the vibe. It's very Brooklyn. The lounge feel of it, but it's also a bar, you know?
Sure.
It's very
sure.
casual, but there's something about it that's just...
And we couldn't help but to keep some of the booths
Yeah.
to still give it that comfy feel. Now, Michael, let me take you to my new pride and joy.
Can't wait.
I did like this where you're standing here. I actually built it myself with my kitchen crew, and most of what you're going to see inside, it's a labor of love.
Yeah.
And besides being a labor of love, it's a labor of passion and resilience.
What I love is the juxtapositioning to it. Inside you have the lounge, Brooklyn style. Now I'm outside. I feel like I'm not in Brooklyn. I kind of get a sense like I'm in somewhere where they serve barbecue. You know, it's like very outdoorsy. I just love the vibe out here, and I love that you have both. You have those options.
And let me show you what it looks like inside this location.
We gotta check that out.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
All right. Wow.
So this is Brooklyn barbecue.
The smell. I wish people could smell what I'm smelling right now. And this is absolutely. Oh my God! It smells so good. So good.
For me, I wanted it to be a complete departure from everything where when you walk into this place, you'll say to yourself, you know what, we're not in Kansas anymore. It's got its own industrial smokehouse. It's got, it says barbecue, but it also says we're in Brooklyn. You know, you got your steel beams and your gears and your Edisons and all that just transcends barbecue. Why don't you come back with me and I'll show you where the magic happens.
Okay.
Here's my beautiful Myron Mixon made smoker. It's actually made with military grade steel, and it comes in the contract actually when you buy it that if there's ever a nuclear blast, go into your smoker and you'll survive.
Oh boy, where did they get them from? Where did they manufacture?
This came from Georgia.
From Georgia, wow.
From Georgia.
Wow.
That's one of the places where I went for some of my training. In learning barbecue.
You went for training in Georgia?
Sure. One of many places. Texas.
Wow.
I was in Florida. I mean, there's nothing in it now. It will be operational in a few hours. Why don't we go try all this barbecue that I've been talking about?
I've been waiting for you to say that. Let's do it. Holy cow. So what do we have here? Quickly, because I want to eat it all.
Absolutely. Not to make a long story short, we have a really nice mac and cheese that has a barrel-aged Asiago cheddar that actually we have it spend a little time in the smoker to give a little bit of an element when we melt it down. We don't use anything but the best ingredients.
I like it. It's not too thick or overwhelming. There's a nice taste to it. And the texture, it's very good.
Thank you.
It's probably the best I've ever had. I have to grab another one.
You should. It gets better every bite. I have a traditional mayonnaise-based vinegar horseradish coleslaw, and we have a really nice buttermilk dill potato salad to, a traditional Southern recipe. These Georgia-style peach baked beans are actually a product of meeting beautiful strangers in Georgia who helped me find my way when I got lost, and they invited me in, and I got this recipe off a couple.
That's sweet and delicious. Wow, very tasty.
We have our traditional pickle chips and our pickled onions with some sauces that we make in-house.
This barbecue sauce here?
Yes, everything is made in-house. Wow. We actually, to finish things, we actually finish our barbecue in the smoker with a cherry wood finish to give it a nice, robust flavor.
Hey, let's jump into the meats here. Let's see.
Absolutely. A beautiful 12-hour pulled pork. We have a pulled lamb shoulder that has a Greek style, a red wine herb infusing into it, so we give it a nice Merlot injection before we do it.
Oh my God. Tender and juicy and flavorful.
We have our nice prime, USDA prime brisket, our fantastic cured, smoked, and then grill finished pork belly. We have our dry rub chicken wings that are grill finished as well, our Alabama style chicken thighs, our Louisiana style pork ribs.
Oh, look at this. Love ribs. My God. It's so delicious. I love the sauce on it. Dimitri, I mean, I got to give it to you. Like, this is just incredible. Now, one thing about barbecue, people love a good drink, right? They love a good cocktail, a beer. Tell me about your cocktail program here.
Well, the good thing about us is we have something that I like to consider a little bit off the beaten path. I don't like to use spirits that you'll find just anywhere. I take the time to curate some of the finer, more even local brands, and we have a really good beer selection. When it comes to we have a Kolsch on tap, we have a Pilsner on tap, we have a lager on tap, from the Von Trapp beer selection, which is one of the better up and coming lines in beer that it's been really good, and you don't find it everywhere. That's something that I really pride myself of. We don't have things that liquors and alcohols and cocktails that everywhere. We have our signature mango habanero lemonade. That's killer. It's I like to call it the slap and tickle. It's like a kiss and a slap at the same time. It's marriage of flavors, just a little bit of a pinch in the heat. Yeah. And it's things that we like to do ourselves here, just exclusively at Brooklyn Barbecue.
Well, I just want to say, I just have to congratulate you. I mean, you've been through so much through the pandemic and fighting for this business to stay alive and reinventing and come up with new ideas, new concepts. And I think this is absolutely extraordinary, and you should really be proud of yourself.
Thank you. I am, and I'm looking forward to getting the word out there and bringing the community together to a sorely missed entity that we don't have barbecue in downtown Brooklyn.
And you have even more coming, right?
And I have more coming. We have more coming. Like I said, Park Plaza was brought to this beautiful town and Brooklyn Heights in downtown Cadman by my father in '82, and now I see his dream to continue it as a restaurant group with different restaurants under the same property rather than just one big diner.
Dimitri, I just want to thank you for this is just incredible, this whole meal that you put in front of me here. I never had barbecue like this before in my life. It's extraordinary.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Flavor to New York, this is Michael Quinn.